cutest little pumpkin? You're the cutest little pumpkin. Who's the cutest? Well, hello, favorite turkeys. Happy after Thanksgiving. I'm super grateful that our friends at Saint Laurent and Mom and Baby on the Move want us to get together and get moving after hopefully you got to enjoy time with your favorite foods. So now I want you to enjoy some time with me. I'm gonna put this cutie pie down and we're gonna squash that workout. See, I'm gonna continue with the turkey theme of I'm gonna try to be hilarious. All right, so let's get gobble gobble going, see what I'm talking about, and we'll get started right away. I've got 10 of my favorite exercises to show you, and it's gonna incorporate movements that we need to strengthen, especially when we have other people in our lives that we need to support. So let's start by supporting ourselves first. Let's funk out those shoulders. A little bit of a back dive there, right? A little bit of a back swim, squeezing the shoulder blades. Taking a big breath in overhead. And then finger flick those hands all the way down. You can continue moving those legs as you wish. Inhale and finger flick those legs down. You know me, we're gonna start with that touch and reach. So it's that turkey touch, see what I mean? I think I'm hilarious. So this is one of my favorite warm-up movements because it actually affects the entire body and you can decide how far down towards the ground you want to go. And always remember, if those little ones want to hang out and play, they think that you are right now their favorite thing to look at. So whether you're exercising for yourself or if you are putting on a puppet show for them, they can't tell the difference. So do something great for yourself. 4, and I hope you think I'm something great. 3, because I think you're something great. 2, let's move on to our side step with a foot tap. So it doesn't matter how much room you have, just try to take up as much property as you have. So you're gonna side step. And again, everything that you do is at your own perfect pace, right? So if you're on a yoga mat or a bath mat, or if you have a football stadium that you get to play in, you're going to decide how much space you're going to use. All right, and that foot tap, you can decide how fast that goes. So if you want to take it up a little bit more, you go right ahead and do so. It's super important to always listen to your body, even more important for our new mamas, right? So if right now things feel like they're falling out or they're a little bit too loosey-goosey for your comfort, just make sure that you keep everything at a nice low impact. You're gonna get feeling good no matter what type of movement you choose. All right, we'll go one more to each side. And then we're gonna warm up the side body. So get those hands nice and cozy. And we're gonna reach way over top to the left side and then point those fingers down towards the floor on the right. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you lower. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Again, this is at your own perfect pace. So if I was baby wearing, I'd come here, I'd stop, and I'd rotate. I'd lift here. Also, whether or not I'm baby wearing, I would also be mindful of my lower back if I don't want to go all the way down to the ground. Always modifications for every favorite. 4, 3, 2, gorgeous. Let's funk out those shoulders again. I hope I'm working the stuffing out of you. I can't stop. I can't stop. All right, other side. Reach up and down. Inhale to lift and exhale to lower. Really want to be bending those knees as we get down to the ground and really trying to get all that oxygen past the lungs and into the belly. All right, we'll do a few more. I'm feeling warmed up, but more importantly, I hope you are. 4, 3, 2, and release. I don't know about you, but I am ready for that squat fast feet. So we're gonna do that quarter squat here, or we can stand up. I like to keep my hands up here because I like to think that I'm a fierce warrior, just like you. And I'm gonna step to the side and back in, so fast feet. So for 30 seconds, Keep those shoulders relaxed though, away from the ears. We're gonna tap. I love to show movements that don't require any exercise equipment at all. Equipment's great, but guess what? You are your own very best piece of fitness equipment. 10 more seconds of this. I don't know about you, but my turkey leg is on fire. 4, 3, 2, all right. Let's put a party in our pants down there. Ooh. And we're gonna lift and lower and do some calf raises before we go on to the other side. One thing that I always love to share with my favorites is people often talk about preparing the body for walking in the wintertime when it's slippery. I actually find fall to be, let's move on to the other side, to be even a time where we need to be even more cautious when we're walking because those leaves get super slippery. So one of the best things we can do to help prevent a fall is to work on our balance and to make sure our calf muscles are nice and warm and long and strong. So that's one thing I'd love you to keep in mind as the leaves fall. 4, 3, 2, love it. All right, so what we're gonna do for all of these exercises, it's 1 minute. If you know me, you know that, I'm fibbing. I'm probably not gonna look at this at all. But if you don't like my 10 exercises, you can choose your own 10, put them together, and that's a really quick 10, 15-minute workout when it's all said and done. And I hope you can find 15 minutes for yourself. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do, knee pull down. So I'm gonna reach up really tall out of my lower back. It's excellent for keeping your spine nice and tall. I'm going to pull down imaginary ropes, and I'm gonna alternately lift my leg. We're gonna do this for 1 minute. And the idea here is we're using the core muscles without putting any strain on our abdomen behind our belly button. Oftentimes, for up to 2 years actually, after we have those beautiful babies, we can suffer, that is not a good word. We just need to be mindful of something called a diastasis recti, which is a separation of the abdominal muscles around the belly button. Hey, after 17 years of research, I can tell you that we can fix it, we can help it, and we can make it strong. So don't you worry. I'm going to show you at the end of this workout what I'm talking about. 4, 3, 2, and break. Catching your breath or grabbing a sip of water at any time. If you're not a water drinker during your workout, I'm almost 53, so I do not drink water during my workout because then I would have to constantly run to the washroom. Then I do encourage you to take a sip of air in between your exercises. Okay, we're gonna move on to a jack and a punch. I love this because it makes me feel strong and energetic, and sometimes it helps me feel less stressed. I don't know about you, but sometimes I do feel a little bit stressed. So option 1, jack, jack, 1, 2, side, side, 1, 2, or jack, jack, punch, punch, jack, jack, punch, punch. All right, you pick your level. We're gonna do this for a solid minute, and I hope you have lots of fun. So we can make this more of a core exercise by taking our belly button and drawing it in towards the spine and then up towards the heart. All right, and we'll practice that more as we get moving into our workout. All right, woo, you guys are working me out today, and I love it. I hope you're feeling good. Now remember, if you're feeling any pressure in your pelvic floor, or if you feel like you have to go to the bathroom, then I want you to take that low impact option. All right, 10 seconds left, my favorites. Woo! That breath is working. All right, we're gonna move on to the next exercise. 2 down and 8 more to go. I hope you're having as much fun or more fun than I am. Okay, it's time to do our goblet squats. All right, a goblet squat walk. Are you ready? So, I really like to use the space that you have. So you're gonna determine how many goblet squats you are going to do. So I want you to do a squat. So sit back in your chair. A squat is sitting back into an imaginary chair and standing back up. I know if you're a new mom, you probably don't sit very often, or a mom ever. Who am I joking? My youngest is 13 years old and I never sit down. Oof, spoiler alert. All right, so we're gonna sit down and then we're gonna stay a little bit contracted in the legs and we're gonna go forward. Sit down and move. Squat and move. Now, the fun part, I'm gonna back the truck up. And squat and step back. Squat and step back. Squat and step back. All right, are you ready? We're gonna do this for a minute. Let's do it. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind is that a squat depth is not as important as the form. So each time you come back up from your squat, I would like you to think about squeezing the gluteal muscle and picking up a $100 bill with your cheeks. I don't even think I know what a $100 bill looks like, but it sounds really fantastic. And if I saw one on the ground and I picked it up with my cheeks, I'd want to squeeze them so hard that even in a windstorm I wouldn't lose it. That I know. All right, so the idea is we want to activate the gluteal muscles because those lazy buggers won't move on their own. Let's do 2 more. And break. Okay, moving on to reverse lunge with a kick. Now, the kicks are going to be hinge kicks because they're a wonderful way to juice up those hips. Oftentimes, our hips can get awfully tight and short if we do have to spend a lot of time sitting down looking after those littles, especially in the first couple of months when all they like to do is be in your lap. My daughter never wanted me to stand up. She was crazy from like day 1. She knew when I was standing up and she didn't like that. So we had to sit down a lot. So when you get a chance to stand up, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna lunge back and then hinge kick forward, right? And we're gonna alternate sides. So if lunging is not your jam right now, or your cranberry sauce, then what we're gonna do is step back long on train tracks, lengthen out the calf, and then hinge kick. And then I switch sides, and I lengthen out my calf, and I hinge kick. Otherwise, and I like those hands up here again, I'm ready to take on the challenges of being a mother. All right, we're gonna lunge and hinge kick, feet together, other side. Lunge, hinge kick, feet together, other side. This is why I always recommend that you play some music when you're doing workouts with me so that you don't have to listen to me. But don't tell my husband that that's an option. I don't give those options to just anybody. All right, we've got 30 more seconds. Now remember, all of this is individual to you and where you're at in your fitness journey. If you are getting up every hour or so and walking to the kitchen to get a drink of water or a cup of tea or whatever you're doing, and that's where you feel good and that's where you are, that's your fitness journey, okay? Just showing up every day and doing your best, that's your fitness journey. So welcome. All right, we're gonna do 1 more on each leg. Well, you are. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. And keep nice and tall in that chest. Try not to let the chest come down to the knees. All right, let's every once in a while check in with those shoulders, funk them out. This is a really good kind of saucy movement to do in between breast or bottle feedings, or any kind of feedings, quite frankly. So we're moving on to, oh, I love this one, and I hope you do too. We have our chair handy, a ledge. You can do these on the floor, of course. I really like the chair because it gives me a very nice angle for my lower back. And oftentimes we especially need to look after our lower back with all the bending and the twisting and the active lifestyle movement that we are doing with our families. All right, so from here, we're gonna get with our hands on the chair, 4 shoulder taps, okay? And then 6 knee draws or mountain climbers, however you want to, however you feel that makes it more accessible to you. So, I don't know what all that jimble jamble meant, but if you want to do them fast or slow, it's up to you. You can also do this movement on the wall. So you would stand on the wall and you would do your 4 with your hands on the wall. If you can stand on the wall, shoot me a photo of that. You're going to stand here and you're going to shoulder tap here, right? And then you're going to draw the knees up. So you can do it standing as well. You would do standing abdominals if you felt any pressure behind your belly button when you got into a prone position. So getting into your chair, and if the chair was like, that chair is so yesterday, Jules, I'm going to do it on the floor, then by all means do it on the floor. So we've got our chair, hands are underneath, wrists are underneath our shoulder, underneath our elbow as well. And I'm going to open those legs wide during the shoulder tap so that I can best support my lower back. So let's begin. I know I'm half cat adorable and you're going to want to look at the screen, but try not to. You want to keep a long, neutral neck. And see, this is what I mean about those mountain climbers. They can be slow or they can be done quickly. It's completely up to you. When they're done quickly, it's a little bit more of a cardio blast. Okay, and at any time you can change your level. So if you start at a level and you're like, oh, my body used to be able to do all this, but right now it's not really loving it. Then you pick a level that your body does love. All right, my goal is to make you feel that your body is better than it was before baby. All right, and that is super possible. I promise you. All right, give me 10 more seconds. Don't forget to squeeze your shoulder blades. 4, 3, 2, and safely come out of that position and take a big breath in when you're ready. And bring your shoulders up to your ears and roll your shoulders back down. All right. Whew. Fast feet and mountain climbers, just like it sounds. Again, we're going to use the chair because I really like the visual. I like the height. So if you don't have a chair handy or a couch or anything at all like that, you can just visualize, right? Just use your imaginations. We all know how to do that. So options, put your hands behind your head when we're doing the fast feet. So we're tapping our feet at the height of the chair. And when we've done 6 of those, we're going to put our hands back down on the chair. This time, the knee comes across. So you're bringing your knee across the body 6 times. Perfect. Standing up, fast feet. Now, if you want to take those fast feet higher, then you go right ahead and you want to make those cross-body mountain climbers faster. Again, those are all options that you and your body are going to figure out together. Again, if you're not sure, do the most challenging one and then gauge from there. All right, you are in charge, definitely. Okay, so 1 minute, 6 fast feet and 6 cross-body mountain climbers. All right, let's begin. Now, I love the option of having my elbows wide and my hands behind my head. But if that bothers your shoulders, then you just want to put your hands down wherever they feel comfortable for you to do so. Now, if you were baby wearing with me today and you did not feel comfortable leaning over in this position with your baby in the baby carrier, and I say if you don't, you guys keep going your level. I want to show the baby wearing moms what to do. Then what I would do is I would take it out to the side. I would do 6 standing obliques on one side, 6 on the other, and then maybe put a few more step backs in between. All right, give me 10 more seconds, however you choose. And when I say if you don't feel comfortable, I've seen lots of really amazing baby wearing moms that do feel comfortable with a hinge forward. Again, fitness, very much like motherhood, is all about choosing the modifications and choosing the path that is right for you. My path, a lot of times was crying, Oprah, and Joe Louis, but you do you. Okay, if you haven't already taken a break, let's please do so. And we're gonna move on to our, this is one of my favorite. I know I keep saying it, but they're all my favorites or I wouldn't be showing my favorites. All right, guys, so hinge overs. So they're super great for the hamstrings and the back body. We are a very forward people, especially when everything we love is right here. You know what I'm talking about. So I want you to think about form in this movement. So when we're talking about hinging forward, the first thing I want you to do is bend your knees softly and slightly. Just make them soft. It's not a squat or anything, it's just a little wink. Wink those knees. And pretend you were walking and you came up to a counter that was hip height, but you kept walking. You would just hinge over and then your chest would be parallel to the counter. That is exactly how far I would like you to go and come back up, listening to the body once again. So when we're hinging forward, and you can pick up weights or cans or I don't know, Lego, whatever's laying around. Lego, I don't know, you'd have to hold like 5,000 pieces of Lego, but you know what I mean. I want you to hinge over twice. So we're gonna hinge 2 times. You can be holding weights if you want. There's no prize for getting to the floor. And then I'm going to lift my leg out to the side twice, and then I'm gonna hinge forward once, twice. My hamstrings are like, hello, and then 2 times to the other side. So again, we're gonna do this for 1 minute. I don't want you rounding your back at all. Join me, it's really fun. I'm actually getting so old, which is fine. Aging with humor and grace. The reason I'm saying that is there used to be a toy when I was little, and oddly enough, they also have them in all the bars. Of course you would. And it was a duck, and it would sit on the side of a cup, and it would, for however magical reason, it would dip its beak into the water, and that is the exact visual that I want you to use when you're doing these hinge overs, because it should keep you in perfect alignment. I don't know if that story was a lot less thrilling now when I told it to you than when I visualized that bobbing duck in my head. All right, this is what I mean about muting me anytime. Let's do one more double hinge over and we'll call it a minute. Okay, and big breath in, bring those shoulders up to the ears and roll the shoulders back and down. I'm obsessed with loosening up the shoulders because we as women hold stress in our traps, in our shoulders, and also in the psoas and in our hips. And the gentlemen, dads as well, men, they often travel their shoulders up to their ears as well. So let's be clear. I know that our dads need tender, loving care as well. So let's just make all the people happy with their shoulders and funk them out for me. Gorgeous. All right, guys. We have just a few more exercises to go, and honestly, I am super grateful. I am like Thanksgiving grateful that you are spending time with me today, and so grateful to Mom and Baby on the Move for inviting me to hang out with you again. All right, so we're gonna get into all fours. Whoops. We're gonna get into all fours position here. Mindful of the knees. If you need to, you are going to roll a blanket or roll up your yoga mat and place it underneath your knees. These are exercises that are great to incorporate if you're already on the floor playing with your baby or hiding from your family in the bathroom. Or maybe that's just me. So we're going to do a routine here. There's 4 of each. So I want you to extend your opposite arm and leg. You're going to exhale, bring the elbow to the knee. And I'd like you to do that 4 times. And after the 4th time, I'd like you to take your opposite leg and bring it out for 4 fire hydrants. You all know what fire hydrants are. You didn't even have to look at me. Then we go to the other side, and it's 1, join me, 2, 3, and 4, and fire hydrants on the other side. So it's 4 of each, and we're going to do it as a pattern. So, hello, Marshmallow. 1, 2, just really lengthen. And 4, and fire hydrant. 1, 2, really great for that glute med, right? Working balance, working core. Now we talked about feeling any pressure at the belly button. So one of the greatest things we can do, and we can definitely do it in this position, is think about a string being attached from our belly button to our spine and out through our back. And so we'll take a big inhale, and when we exhale, I want you to travel your belly button to your spine and all the way up towards your heart. And that is a wonderful way of using your transverse abdominal muscles or your girdle muscles to strengthen the lower back and also draw that diastasis recti, those diastasis muscles back together. All right, let's take a break and roll out the wrists. And take some deep breaths. Amazing. We're gonna move on to our side plank elbow drive. It's perfect for the oblique, and we're already down here, so why not? So I'd like you to get into a kneeling position if that is accessible for you. And we're going to extend that right leg out to the side and place your fingers of your left hand onto the mat and then travel that hand all the way down to the mat. Should make a nice line here. Nice straight body line. We're gonna have that elbow out and your hand behind your head, and I want you to bring your elbow towards your knee. Gorgeous. All right, we're just gonna do 10 of these babies. And if it's better for you here, then do it here, right? We're gonna squeeze those shoulder blades together, and it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, or maybe you're here, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gorgeous. Let's go to the other side. So we're back in kneeling position. I'm extending my left leg out to the side, and I'm either going to stay up nice and tall, hands behind the head, and drop that elbow down, or I'm going to come all the way down to the mat and extend and bend from here. Let's go. Ready? Pick your favorite choice. And 10, navel in, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lovely. All right, we're going to do a really beautiful stretch on the mat. So I want you to safely get down onto the mat. And if you're in a seated position, I would like you to grab onto the back of the thighs, round your back, and roll down one chiclet or vertebra at a time until your weight is being supported by the floor. All right, let's bring those knees in for a nice compression stretch. We're going to flex and point the toes. And if it feels good to do so, let's do some circles. Oh, I hope you feel spectacular. I hope you feel amazing. All right, from here, we're going to extend our hands out towards the side and drop the legs over towards the left. If it feels good to do so, let's hook the bottom leg over the top. And if your neck says yes, then you can look behind the body for an even deeper stretch. Everything that you choose to do should feel really good. A little bit of a challenge goes a long way. We want to be kind to our body, so our body will be kind back. All right, let's bring the knees back in towards the chest, and we'll go on to the other side whenever you're ready. And one super, super important thing to remember is you are perfect just the way you are. And if you don't believe it, call me. I'll tell you the truth. I have family to lie to. All right, let's bring those knees in towards the chest, and we're gonna rock, if it feels good to do so, back and forth, and give ourselves a nice internal massage. All right, and when you get to your favorite side, we're in that nice, beautiful, cozy baby fetal position. We're gonna take that top hand and safely push us up. All right, from here, sit anywhere that feels comfortable, or you can stand up. It's completely up to you. I like to be closer to you, or at least feel that I'm closer to you. I want you to take your right elbow and cradle it in your left hand, and then gently encourage it to go to the midline of the body. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, and think about your shoulder blades as angel wings. And I want you to tuck your right angel wing, melt it across your spine, and tuck it into your left back pocket, because we all know that angels wear jeans. I mustn't be an angel because I haven't worn anything with pockets, zippers, or buttons in a very long time. All right, let's flex that right hand, drop the left ear down towards the left shoulder. I feel good about it. I feel super good about it. All right, let's go on and stretch out those biceps and forearms. We're gonna put our fingers on the palm of the hand, not knuckle to knuckle. We wanna take care of our joints. All right, let's go on to the other side, cradling that left elbow in the right hand and dropping the shoulders down. Ear gently goes down towards the shoulder. I want you to put a big smile on your face. Not because I want you to fake being happy, but because when we open up our mouth, we get a lot more oxygen past the lungs and into the belly. We need to get oxygen into the belly to encourage health in the pelvic floor. The pelvic floor opens and closes with that deep breath, and we want to create those contractions. I'm sorry to use the word contraction. I have to come up with a better word. All right, we're gonna flex that left hand, drop that right ear down, and bring the shoulders away from the ears. All right, lengthen out that arm now, feeling a nice warmth, hopefully traveling up your forearm and into your bicep. And let's open and close those arms a few times. And now, on the last time, I want you to keep those arms wrapped around you very, very tightly and give a squeeze. And that was a giant hug and a kiss, if you don't mind me giving you a hug and a kiss, that is, from me to all of our friends at Saint Laurent and to all of you favorites. I am so, again, filled with gratitude that you decided to spend some time with me this turkey. I look forward to seeing you again, and please let me know what you think about this workout. But better yet, drop me a picture of your favorite turkey. I love you.